Ron Armstrong TV. Early morning video. I went to bed early, so I'm up like a mug. 1:38 in the morning, man. Trying to put some work in, I guess, before try to go back to sleep. Get back up and hit the road. But I want to talk about Stetson Bennett. Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs for an ass whooping of epic proportions they put on TCU, because that was an ass whooping. That wasn't even an ass whooping. That was some other shit that you got to come up with a name for. That was terrible. They beat the hell out of them boys. But Stetson Bennett, man, listen, I shit on Stetson Bennett a lot. I always said that, hey, put the game in his hand and you can beat Georgia. That was always my stance on him. Just put the game in his hand and he'll blow it. That's why I kept saying that. But I have to give a man credit. He stepped his game up and he played better this year. He did. And you got and all that old shit that they saying about him being 25. See, this is and I'm using that to talk, and this is what this is about. The mentality of people, the way people think about people. Instead of looking at him and saying he's old, why don't you look at the perseverance that he had to have to achieve something that he wanted to achieve? That man worked hard to get to where he at. As much as I shit on him while he was on the team starting, as much as a lot of Georgia fans shit on him while he was on the team starting, that man overcame all that and won 2 national championships while everybody in Georgia been waiting for how long for the Bulldogs to win the championship? And they done had so many talented quarterbacks come through there. They had, matter of fact, who was that? Matthew Stafford. He just won a Super Bowl. He was a Georgia quarterback, but he didn't win no national championship. It took a walk-on from Blackshear, Georgia, to win the first championship since, 1984 or something like that. And not only that, he came back and won another one. That's a walk-on. That's perseverance, man. That man put work in. He persevered through all the doubt. That includes people like me that was doubting him. But the way people think, he's old. Well, at least he didn't give up. At least he kept fighting for what he wanted to achieve in life. He didn't give up and fold up and stop trying to achieve like most people do. But see, that tell you what people's minds at. Instead of seeing the hard work and the effort and the perseverance and the keep and the want to and the keep going that young, but that this man showed, and they still doubt him. Don't even want to give him a chance to go to the NFL after all that work and fighting and grinding to get to this point. He still got doubters. But you can't see the mentality that it took for him to even to get to this point. If we had half the heart that man had, maybe our lives would be different. It's just another way to look at it. Instead of he's old. Hey, man, everybody ain't going to get, he ain't talented as everybody else. He ain't got the natural ability and size that all these other dudes got. Sometimes you got to work for what you want, Sometimes it don't come as easy. And when you got to work for what you want to work to achieve something, sometimes it take a little while longer than you may want it to. Give a man his credit. I'm giving him his credit. Salute to the man. And I doubted the hell out this guy. I did. I shit all over this dude. I would consistently say, put the ball in his hands and you can beat Georgia. That was my saying. That's what I always would say about Stetson Bennett. Put the ball in his hands and they will lose. That's what I kept saying. But I was wrong. The man proved a lot of people wrong. He proved me wrong. He proved everybody around him wrong. He proved everybody that doubted him wrong. Bryce Young finna be the #1 pick in the draft probably, and he ain't win one national championship. As talented as you want to say he was, as talented, and he was, and he is a talented dude. He's very skilled, very talented, and he had talented, skilled dudes around him. So for everybody that want to say, oh, it wasn't Stetson Bennett, it's the talent around him. Every major college football team in the nation got talent on them. It ain't no quarterback in college football, especially on big-time major programs, that don't have talent on it surrounding the quarterback. A.J. McCarron won didn't he win 2 national titles? He had hella talent around him, went to the NFL. I don't hear nobody knocking him. Greg McElroy, he had talent around him. He won a national title. You don't win. Quarterbacks don't win national titles. Quarterbacks don't win Super Bowls. Quarterbacks don't win state championships unless you got a team around you. It takes a team to win a championship, not one motherfucker, unless you maybe a high school that got somebody like Derrick Henry. You know, on that level, maybe you can do it. And even then, you still might not be able to do it. Depending on your competition, you know, and their desire to stop you. But yeah, give that man his props, man. Salute. I'm a dude, once again, a dude that shit on this guy. But I gotta salute him. Salute again, Stetson Bennett, for overcoming, for striving for something, despite all the doubters, despite all the people that talk down on you. But see, people with a negative mind and a hateful heart and a hateful mind, all they gonna see, and that's for anybody that see this video, use that. You can look at that man and use that in your life. Look at the people around you. Do they encourage you or do they talk down? Do they doubt you? When you do something, do they hate on you? Do they say, oh, well, he old, or he this or he that, or well, you didn't do it then, or you didn't do it, Notice. That tell you the heart of people. See, I ain't trying to say I'm the best person in the world, but at least I'm real enough to come back and say, hey, man, I was wrong about this dude. I was wrong about this guy. You got to look at the perseverance that the man had to do it, to come back and do what he did, to strive to do what he did when nobody believed in him. But people see people's hearts so hateful now, they can't even see that. I just was up looking on Facebook and I just seen a meme of him looking, with the gray hair and all that. And yeah, he was there for a while, but hey, it's unskilled and whatever we want to say he was. When somebody don't have the talent that another person have, the only thing they got is the will to outwork the next person. And when you want to outwork somebody, it might take longer. See, Stetson Bennett is the physical manifestation of a dying thing, which is perseverance, hard work, dedication over time. Something that's dying because everybody want everything to happen instantly. Everybody want everything to happen instantly. Right away. Happen right now. If it don't happen right now, if I'm not rich when I'm 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, then I give up. I ain't gonna keep fighting until the end. You might end up rich at 43 if you keep striving. He didn't give up. He a 2-time national champion. He a legend in Georgia. And from Blackshear, Georgia, I guarantee you this, he'll never go hungry in Blackshear, Georgia, if he go hungry in everywhere else in the state of Georgia or everywhere else in the state in the United States of America. I guarantee you he'll never have an empty belly in Blackshear, Georgia. He at least earned that with them 2 national championships. He'll always have somewhere to lay his head, and he'll always have somebody that'll be willing to put some food in his belly, because he's a legend. And if he ain't a legend in Georgia, he damn sure won where he come from in Georgia. He's a legend. And he gonna always have support and love there, something that a lot of people ain't gonna have. because he was 25-year-old, 2-time national champion, and he didn't just earn the national championship. He earned a legacy that's gonna carry him way beyond when this college football shit is over with. And if he don't get to play in the NFL, when all that is over, or if he do, when all that is over, he'll always have love because of what he did, because of the work and the dedication and the grind that he put in to earn them 2 national championships with them boys, with their team. See, you gotta look at it for what it, gotta look at it from another perspective. Sometimes you gotta think about shit sometimes and not just hating. But see, we just hateful motherfuckers. Just hateful, hearted, hating ass niggas. And then when I say niggas, I just mean, people in general. And I hate it, and once again, let me remind y'all, I shit on this man. But how many people now? You can apply this not just to Stetson Bennett, but just to your life in general. How many times how many of us can go back and say, man, I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought this, but I was wrong. I did this, but I was wrong. I was wrong about Stetson Bennett. Salute. And I've been wrong about other things in my life. And how many of us have? But how many of us can admit it is the point I'm making. And how many of us can congratulate a person who shows the fight and determination that maybe we didn't show in life, and admire it and let it inspire you to get up and get on your thing. Instead of hating on the man and making memes of him looking old and this and that, why don't you look at the fact that, hey, he didn't give up. He didn't fall apart, despite the fact nobody believed in him. He didn't fall apart. He got in there and kept working, kept looking at film, kept doing reps, kept doing whatever he had to do to be prepared when he got his opportunity to do what he to do. He made Kirby Smart believe in him, because Kirby Smart kept putting him on the field. He saw something. You know what he saw? He saw the fight and the heart that the other quarterbacks that everybody was calling for to be on the field, they didn't have that. They may have more talent than him. They probably more, it's prototypical, probably 6'3", 6'4", but they didn't have the heart and the desire and the drive and the fight. That's what separates people in life. The desire and the willpower to get up and fight and grind and try again and do it again and dust yourself off and get up again. It ain't gonna always, this ain't the movies. This ain't the movies where it just go your way every time. Look at the pampered athletes that come through high school and everything given to them. Half them niggas don't never achieve the promise and whatever you believe they could be, because they don't have that. Because everything handed to them. This dude had to grind and fight for what he had. And I think that's what Kirby saw in him. Like, man, this dude, I know when shit get thick, this dude right here gonna fight. And that's what I need at quarterback, somebody that's gonna fight. When it get real, I need somebody with some heart out here, not just talent. Because if all you relying on is talent, when shit get thick, you can't rely on the talent. You gotta have something else. And that's why he kept starting Stetson Bennett. Not because he was the most talented. Not because he was the most talented, but because he had the heart. That's why he kept starting him, man. And look what it got him. 2 national champions. Hey, let's see how many championships these ultra-talented quarterbacks that he going to be starting now. Let's see how many they bring to Georgia. Let's see. Let's see how many championships they win. Notice again, Bryce Young, ultra-talented. He didn't win no national championship. He didn't win no national championship. He didn't win not one. And I ain't hating on Bryce Young. I love that young guy, man. I think he's one of the most talented, skilled dudes I've ever seen. I'm telling you, that boy cold. Now, I done recorded little videos of just amazed at this guy and what I've seen him do on the field. I'm not knocking him. I'm just using him as an example of what I mean when I talk about the talent. And sometimes it take a little something else to achieve, you know, and not just Stetson Bennett. The people around him had, you know what I'm saying? If he had that heart, imagine how that inspired everybody around him, how that made them fight, how that affected them. Like, man, this dude was a walk-on, and he done, you know, you that if you got, that's like how you say you got a real one beside you or whatever, like we like to say a real one, or somebody that keep it 100 or whatever. When you got that around you, that inspires you. Let's see how these other guys inspire the team around them. Let's see if they got that. Let's see if they got the ability to make a team want to fight for them the way that man made them guys want to fight for him. Let's see. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying. To win in life, and in sports and in life, you need a little more sometimes than your talent. We're all born with gifts. How many shit I had gifts, but how many of us, how many of us actually were able to do something with them off the gift alone? No, you got to be able to grind and fight through the challenges and the potholes and the slips and falls that come, and the detours and the distractions and the things that come in life that come at you, man. You got to be able to fight through that and continue to go and continue to try and continue to push and continue to. Once again, salute Stetson Bennett. I got to give it to him. I'm going to say it again. I shit on this man. But I'm real enough to get up and say, hey, that man did his thing. And be inspired by that man instead of, making him look old on the internet and all that. Hey, man, he got more heart than y'all. At least he didn't quit like a lot of y'all bitch ass did, like a lot of our bitch asses did in certain things, like my bitch ass did in certain things, and quit and gave up. So you can call him old and make him look, fucked up on the internet all you want, but he did something a lot of you bitch ass niggas will never do. He persevered and overcame his challenges and the doubters and the things that stood in front of his way of achieving what he wanted to achieve in life. He overcame it. A lot of you punk motherfuckers wouldn't have had the heart to continue to try to do something at 25. How many people probably was clowning him? How many of you niggas would have had the heart to keep going to school and keep going to practice and you a walk on? How many of you niggas would have had the heart to do that? How many of you? How many, and when I say niggas, once again, how many of you people? Let me start saying niggas. How many of you people that's making memes of this man and saying he old and Stetson Bennett starting, in 2034 preparing for the national championship? How many of y'all would have had the heart and the desire to keep fighting and keep trying and keep striving despite the fact that they didn't want you? How many of y'all? How many of you? Probably not many of you at all would have had that. Salute to Stetson Bennett. I'm going to salute him again. And once again, I'm going to reiterate, I shit on this man. But I got to look at it for what it is. I got to give him credit for what he did, man. Salute to you, man. It's an inspiration to see the perseverance. And he didn't give up and you kept striving. Salute to you, salute to you, bro. Salute to you and congratulations for what you achieved. And not only, like I said, and what y'all need to realize is he did not just achieve winning the national championship. He secured a legacy for himself and love for himself, at least in his hometown, for life. If everything go left, he'll always have somewhere to lay his head in Blackshear, Georgia, because he's a fucking legend. And you can say what you want about him, but how many of y'all gonna have somewhere to lay your head at because of something that you did good that people are gonna remember? Not many of us. I know I haven't. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that man and give that man his credit, man, because he strived and he overcame. You call him what you want, but he strived. Didn't nobody say nothing about Chris Winkie when he was in the hell. Chris Winkie was like down to 28 or some shit. when he won national, we're playing his second playing the national championship game with Florida State back in the day. And I salute him for striving and trying to do something. You gotta give people their props for striving, man. It don't always happen when you know what I mean? Get that man, hey, you inspired by the movies when you see somebody keep striving and overcoming. This is real life shit this man did just in front of your face. And y'all hating on him. It showed the heart and the mentality of people, man. Pay attention to it. It showed the heart of people. The heart, the like it's saying in Proverbs, man, God judges the heart. Notice the heart of these hateful motherfuckers. You niggas got you motherfuckers got hateful hearts to down that man. Because if your heart was good, you see it different. But you niggas' hearts ain't good. Y'all niggas' hearts is hateful. Your minds is hateful. And your hearts is hateful, nigga. Clean your shit up so you can see something that'll inspire your bitch ass instead of goddamn looking at the man like he ain't nothing. Or downing the man. Clean your heart up, bitch, and see something and see the inspiration in what that man did. And the hard work and perseverance and self-belief and faith that he probably had to have in God to keep trying when nobody wanted him, when nobody believed in him, including me, because I damn sure didn't. Clean your heart up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Clean your heart up, bitch, so you can see something, so you can see what you actually witness. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't see an old man take advantage of some young niggas. Because now he an old man that took advantage of some young niggas. But I know in society, when a nigga older, what we usually say is the young nigga got the advantage. The young man got the advantage over the older man. That's what I usually hear. So why he got an advantage? Hateful-hearted motherfuckers, man. Hateful-hearted, hateful-minded motherfuckers. But you're missing the inspiration that you should see and the motivation that you should get from watching a person do something like that. From watching a person overcome and strive to achieve something. You can't see it because your heart too hateful, nigga. Clean your heart up. Clean your heart up, man. Clean your heart up. That's a lesson today. Clean your heart up. Because if you had a clean heart, you wouldn't be mad at him. You wouldn't be making means of him looking old. You realize that, hey, man, that's an inspiration. That man strive and overcame. Can you strive and overcome? Can you put the work in when don't nobody believe in you? Will you keep trying when don't nobody believe in you? When everybody turn their back on you? When don't nobody stand by your side? When everybody say fuck you? Will you keep striving? Will you get up and go to the weight room? Will you get up and go to the film and watch the film and study? When everybody's telling you you can't do it, what about if you want to be a mechanic? Will you get up and read study the things you need to do to be a mechanic when don't nobody believe in you? When you ain't got nowhere to live? When don't nobody want to believe in you? When your girl leave you? Are you gonna overcome? Are you gonna put that work in and overcome? What you gonna do? Why you talking about Stetson Bennett? Because Stetson Bennett did something that maybe you can't do. Nigga, you should be trying to be Stetson Bennett instead of talking down on him. Be Stetson Bennett, bitch. Don't hate on him. Can you be Stetson Bennett? Could you do what Stetson Bennett did? Probably not. Can I do what Stetson Bennett did? That's probably not. That's why I'm saluting him. Because I probably couldn't have never done what he did in 3 lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? Clean your heart up, nigga. So you can see so you can see the shit the way you need to see it. Instead of hating and talking down and dropping salt on a man who shows something that you ain't got. Because a lot of them, nigga, I'm 37. It's 57-year-old men that would kill to be 37 again. Because what would they do with it? I'm crying, I'm old, I'm old. Clean your heart up, man. Be inspired by that man. And once again, I ask the question, what you gonna do? What am I going to do? I'm going through shit in life right now, but what am I going to do? Am I going to keep working? Am I going to be putting this work in? Am I going to fold up? Am I going to keep grinding? Am I going to keep trying? If everybody turn their back on me, and what am I going to do? Could I be Stetson Bennett and believe in myself when don't nobody else believe in me? When everybody talking down on me, will I be able to strive and overcome? Or will I fold up like a bitch? Because if I fold up like a bitch, I ain't nowhere near what Stetson Bennett is, and I ain't half the man that Stetson Bennett is. I'd rather be an old man like Stetson Bennett, because Stetson Bennett got heart. Stetson Bennett got drive. Stetson Bennett got belief in himself and faith and a want to. Do you got that? Can you be Stetson Bennett? Can you be Stetson Bennett? How many of you broke down niggas in the world could be Stetson Bennett? And I'm asking myself that question. How many of you could be that? It ain't gotta be football. What did you want to do in life? What do you want to do in life? What's holding you back? What's fighting? What's stopping you? Can you be Stetson Bennett? Do your girl believe in you? Do your mama believe in you? Do your brother believe in you? Do your sister believe in you? Do your cousin believe in you? Do your auntie believe in you? Do your uncle believe in you? Or do they turn their back on you? Do they doubt you? Do they talk down on you? Do they diss you? Okay, well, can you be Stetson Bennett? Can you be Stetson Bennett? Because Stetson Bennett had to hear that in the newspaper, online, in his face. It was probably people in the locker room that was shitting on him. But look what he just did. And these people still talking down on this man. But you know what? They talking down on him now while he's smoking a cigar, two-time national champion and a fucking legend in Georgia history. Can you be Stetson Bennett, bro? Young sister, young brother out there, can you, old brother, older sister, can you be Stetson Bennett while you talking down? Do you got the heart to try like Stetson Bennett did? To believe in yourself like Stetson Bennett did? When you ain't got no support? Because I look online all the time and all I see is people whining. Oh, when they didn't believe in me and don't be around when you come up. And when I come up, don't be around. And well, that's what you just saw. You just saw a man do exactly what y'all be crying about. But you clowning him for it. Everything that we love to get online and, oh, when the come up is, when you come up and don't be around if you didn't believe. Well, that's what he did. So why you knocking him for it? Why you knocking him for doing exactly what you niggas get online and say that you gonna do? He did it. Is it because he white? What is it? Because he did exactly what we say. He overcame the doubters and the haters and whatever else. He overcame it. He beat it. That's what he did. Can you be Stetson Bennett? Can you be Stetson Bennett? Can you be Stetson Bennett in your life? How many of us didn't graduate high school? How many of y'all out there didn't graduate high school? Can you be Stetson Bennett and go study for your GED? And after that, go study for your college, for whatever you want to do in college and work or go get you a trade? Can you do that? Can you be Stetson Bennett? Be Stetson Bennett, motherfucker. Don't hate on him. Be him. Because he's an inspiration. And he ain't the only one. There's a lot of inspirational dudes out there. But he's shining right now. Let that man shine, man. Salute, Stetson. Salute to you, homie. And I hated on you, nigga. I hated on you hard. I did. I'm an Arkansas fan, and I said the key to us winning was let you throw the ball. And nigga, they didn't let you throw the ball in that game. They didn't have to because they just ran our ass over. last year. But I'm saying that as a dude that hated on you. But when you clean your heart up, you can see things better. When you clean your heart up, man. Because it make a difference. Clean your heart up and try to clean your mind up, man. Because if you got a dirty heart, you can't see the inspiration that this man could be, that he is, and that many other people are. I just saw an old lady working in Dairy Queen today. I didn't see an old lady that was a failure. I saw a woman who ain't giving up, who's still striving to try to do something, despite the fact that everybody probably come in there disrespect her, probably don't give her, because she an older woman working at a restaurant. But that's hard. I'm still trying. I ain't let life beat me down to the point to where I'm just laying down. Clean your heart up. Clean your heart up. So this just ain't about Stetson Bennett. This is about people's heart and mentality. The fact that they making these memes about this man and all that, it show the mentality and the heart that people got. It show the heart that people got. You can't see what you really looking at because your heart dirty, man. And once again, this is coming from a man who hated on this man, who did not believe in this man. I did not believe in this man. I did not. I'm saying that again. I did not believe in this man. But he proved everybody wrong. He did. Salute. Salute. Stetson Bennett, salute, salute, triple salute. For overcoming and striving and showing people what you can do when you believe in yourself and you believe in God. I'm assuming you believe in God. You had to believe in God to do what you did, bro. I know you had to believe in God. So I don't doubt that. You have to come tell me you don't believe in God. But yeah, salute to you, bro. And everybody out there, you look at that, that watch sports, man. Use that as an inspiration, man. Go clean your heart up so you can see what you're really looking at, man. That man strove and overcame, baby. Salute. Can you be Stetson Bennett? Can you be Stetson Bennett in your life? Can you become what you want to be? A detailer? What they told you can be it? What you gonna do? You gonna fold up or you gonna be Stetson Bennett? What you want to be, an artist? You gonna fold up or you gonna be Stetson Bennett? What you want to be, a singer? You gonna fold up or you gonna be Stetson Bennett? Because they gonna tell you can't sing. They gonna tell you can't do it. They gonna tell you can't do none of that. But what you gonna do? Are you gonna be Stetson Bennett? Or you gonna be you and quit and not believe? And I'm gonna try to be Stetson Bennett because I'm gonna try to be Stetson Bennett in my life. That's what I'm gonna do. I've been inspired by this dude. That's what you should be. But you can't be if your heart is dirty. Because you ain't gonna be able to look at it the way you need to. Clean your heart up, man. This is a temporary life anyway. Remember that. When you want to hate on people and be jealous and mad and hateful, just remember we all gotta go. So it's way easier to show love to people and be inspired by what they do than it is to hate. You might as well because we gonna leave here anyway. So it's much easier to love. And that's another video I got coming on forgiveness. Because I had a conversation the other day about, and the word forgiveness was brought up. And it made me think about that, but that's another video. But Stetson Bennett, or can you be Stetson Bennett? Do you got the heart that Stetson Bennett got? Do you got the discipline? Even when it look like ain't nothing you can do and you can't make no progress, you still working at this. Can you be Stetson Bennett, bro? Can you be Stetson Bennett? Because Stetson Bennett is a hell of a dude, in my opinion. Stetson Bennett's a bad motherfucker, in my opinion. In my opinion, Stetson Bennett's a bad motherfucker. Stetson Bennett a bad motherfucker. But if your heart dirty and your mind dirty, you can't see that. You gonna make him look old on the internet and talk about how old he is and all that. But bitch, could you have done it? If it was you, if you was Stetson Bennett, you would have transferred, motherfucker. You wouldn't have had the heart to walk on to Georgia, to one of the elite programs in the country with some of the most elite athletes in the country. Walk on and become the starter to lead these dudes to 2 national championships back to back. Would you even have the heart to even walk on, much less actually become the starter? Have the stick to it attitude to fight from 4th string to 3rd string to 2nd to 1st to earn it from the bottom. Nigga, you would have transferred. Nigga, you would have quit. But you talking about Stetson Bennett. Nigga, you couldn't be Stetson Bennett if I gave you 3 chances in life to be Stetson Bennett, you couldn't be. And I probably couldn't be either. So stop hating on Stetson Bennett, nigga. And show that man, get that man his propers, man, for what he did and what he achieved. Because you couldn't be Stetson Bennett in 3 lifetimes, and neither could I. Ron Armstrong TV. Salute Stetson Bennett. Stop hating, nigga.